It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Two jets.
Play action. Now Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Not to take it for granted, but it was business as usual for Terry McLaurin, up over 1,000 yards for the second straight year. Now he gets to work with Carson Wentz in Washington, and may be the best receiver Wentz has had to throw to in his entire 7-year career. That connection yields a first down with that throw.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. To throw is Wentz. Got his target, Samuel. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 16. Give them 18 on the play. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. Montez Sweat with a tackle. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Kick the Eagles! Kick the Eagles! Back to 50! Back to 50! 18 lateral! 18 lateral!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard.
Hold the check. 18 Cardinal. 8 Cougar 19. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19, 18.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now they pitch to Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Get the Eagles! Get the Eagles!
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to 50, back to 50.
A give as Jacobs off the option. And this time they were waiting for it as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Cougar 19.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Eagles 7, Commanders 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From way up at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A big game here for Carson Wentz. He mostly got cheers. Some boos smattered him when he was announced before the game, but 35-32-1 was Wentz in his 5 years as the Phillies starter. His best year, well, you remember that one, 2017, finished 3rd at MVP voting, but a knee injury ended his season late and opened the door for Nick Foles to carry the Eagles to a Super Bowl title. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Hey, Forrest, don't go!
Wentz going to go on 4th down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Jacobs is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
24-yard line.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Throwing on first is Wentz. Shoves him away. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. But it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Wentz going to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing now is Wentz. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
77.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Tackle made at his 28-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Gain of 18 on the play. And an Eagles first down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Lions. Tight, 19 tight, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, left wing 19.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
At the 50, at the 50. Flat.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal. Cougar 19.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
60 Bison.
Flipping right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hot 70, hot 70.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Handoff, this is Jacobs. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
On play action, Wentz. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jordan Davis in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz completes it to Samuel, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roll.
Wentz. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Turner. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 4, it's second and a couple. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
1918, Warriors 17.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
Okay, ready? Press it on 80. Check. No, check.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And some room to maneuver. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Running it with Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Cougar 19.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Alert, alert. Ready.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Come on, come on.
2nd and 10.
Hey, check out, street.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wentz. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Results, 4th down.
Go. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Trap ball 80. 19 right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up.